Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. A good pick. Gets him 8. But Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down to the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target. It's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder,
because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daron Payne, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Kadarius Toney is intended target, and it's 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They run the counter. Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw again. checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mitchell again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw it for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
I love it. I love it.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Yeah, they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Brevin Jordan, 44 yards, and the Vikings. Are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 36 yards. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Micah Parsons able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Donovan Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to find Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Mahomes will throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Mahomes. They shake some, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up, they're hustling up to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Mahomes to throw it. He dumps this off to Mack. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.